Hello, everyone. My name is Jesse, and thank you for joining us for another round of our monthly Mambo Merge Office Hours series. This month, in Office Hours, Cynthia, our presenter, is going to be showcasing some new features and some new ways to use Mambo Merge that we may have not talked about. It kind of happens in the background. So today is Thursday, March 21st, and we do thank you for joining, and thank you, Cynthia, for doing this. Please show us what you have in store for us.
All right, so I'm just pulling up my screen for you guys to see. So today we're going to be looking at Mambo Merge, but from the point of view of Freestyles Edition. If you already have Mambo Merge in your org, there's a likely chance that you are a full speed edition user, or you've recently downloaded Mambo Merge and you have the 30-day free full style or full speed edition of Mambo
Nice.
Merge.
There we go. I was
Yeah.
sorry to interrupt, Cynthia. I was about to say the screen, I guess, took a little bit longer, but no, we're good to go.
All right, so here's the screen. I'm on an opportunity and I already have Mambo Merge on the org, but you can see it says I'm on, my free trial has expired and I'm on Freestyle Edition. So one of the things to notice is that there is no studio on the drop down here. We just have our template builder and our support page. There are some limitations with Freestyle, but we're able to build a template using the template builder. And you can see it's like it's normally is with the functions on the left, the values outputted on the right. So we can see what something will look like before it goes to an actual document. We can build a template using, usually what I display is Word. See, I already have an invoice here that I'm building. And don't worry, we're going to be looking at the same template over and over. We can also use Google Docs. You can see same template, and I can already edit here. Now, one final software Word document editor we're going to be looking at is LibreOffice. LibreOffice is pronounced Libra. Just so those of us that don't know, we looked it up just to make sure. You can see that we can edit in here. This one is a little intimidating, but it's only that way because it is free for people to use and you can download it from the internet. Works just as similar as Google Docs or Word. We'll be looking at this one more particular. So let's go back to our Salesforce opportunity and using Mambo Merge with it. So I have this component here. If I'm going to, I could drag and drop or select and upload my document and use Mambo Merge that way, but I don't want to do that in my use case. I want other users to be able to use this template, merge it, and not have to worry about having the latest document on their computer, or if they accidentally delete it, they don't have to worry about that issue. So what can we do? We go to our Files tab, and we go ahead and we upload our files. You can see I already uploaded the template here for myself. When you're uploading files, we do recommend you take advantage of libraries. Your template, it's super easy right now for me to find the template because this org doesn't have a lot of files. But in your org, you probably have a lot more files happening, and it'll make it easier when you go to update or edit your template. So here is our file. We'll go ahead and we will view file details. I'm going to leave this page up and go back here to my actual opportunity. And we're going to go up to the gear icon and we're going to select Edit Page. This takes us to the Lightning App Builder. I already have Mambo Merge on the page, but if I did not have Mambo Merge on the page, I would just either scroll down to Custom Manage and find Mambo Merge, or you can always type it in and it will find Mambo for you. Mambo Merge right there. So I could drag it, drop it wherever I like. But I already have it here, so I'm going to go ahead and click on the component in the preview. And as I did that, you'll see this panel right here changed, and we have our template ID filled here. If you're using Full Speed Edition, which is the paid edition, you would use a routine ID here. But since we're on our freestyle, we can only do one template at a time. So we'll be putting in the actual template file ID. Now, how do I get that? Well, this is why we left this other page open on our file details page. I can go up to the URL here, and you'll see the actual ID of our file here. So I'm going to go ahead and copy it from there. Go back to my page with the Lightning App Builder, and I'm going to go ahead and paste this in. And if I click here, we'll see it update, and it shows me a button that says merge. So I have this cute little button here that'll let me merge that template, and my other users can use it whenever they need to. They don't have to drag and drop upload from their local computer. So here we are. I'll go ahead and merge my document, and it automatically downloads it for me. It also automatically names the file, the name of the opportunity. So we have that there. So there's an easy way for me to identify it on my computer and make sure I don't confuse it with my template. Now, there are things that are happening in this document that look like it's not happening the way it should. First of all, we have this here. What's this? This is a rich text field. So a rich text field doesn't work with our freestyle. So maybe I'll want to change this out and use just a normal field. Other than that, it merges exactly as I needed it. So then I will go in and I will edit my template here. So I want to change this field. I'll actually make sure I get the right field I want to change it to. So there's a description field here. It is not a rich text. We can see it's not filled out, but this will be something that I have to change in my system of Salesforce, or I would upgrade to full speed edition. But we'll go ahead and close this, and we'll go to my template, and we'll change this field out. So now I don't have to worry about that rich text coming in, as I don't want it to come in. So we'll go ahead, we'll save my changes, and we'll go over here to the actual page we have of our template here. And we'll do this drop down, and we'll go to upload new version. I find my template, and just so that I know what's happening and what's changing, additional notes was rich text. Doesn't work with free edition. And so if in the future I decide to update my templates and somebody comes along, decides they want to add that rich text again, we'll know in the future it's not going to work on this edition. We would need to upgrade. So going there, we can go back and let's merge once more. Pull up the new file. And now we don't have the rich text coming in with all that HTML. Perfect, right? Well, in this use case, I want to do something extra with my document. I want it to be a PDF. Full Speed Edition does offer that option to convert my document right away. I don't have to do anything extra, but since we are on freestyle, I could do it several different ways. I could do it with Word. What that looks like is going to File and Export, and then I can create a PDF this way. Another way is with Google Docs. We're on our template, but it'll be about the same process. So we'll go and we will share, nope, download, and we want to do PDF. And this will also do the same process. But since we're looking at LibreOffice, and we're here on LibreOffice, and we go to File, and we want to do Export As. So let me actually open up my download that I made so we can see what it looks like as a PDF. So here it is, beautiful. And I'm going to export as a PDF. We'll do export PDF. I don't need to change anything here. I don't have any images, so that works wonderfully for me. And I can go ahead and export. And we'll leave it the same name so that I know what it is. good for me. So now we will go ahead and open up our PDF. Open on my second screen, and now we're here. We have this PDF. Perfect. Now, again, we run into another situation. Users, when we send them a document like this, they might be looking for this to click, because a lot of documents do that. Or it'll allow somebody to fill out this information. Now, this is why we have LibreOffice open. We can do that. So what are we going to do with that to help bring our Mambo merge document up to the next level? Well, first, we need to go to View, and we're going to go to Toolbars. And first, we're going to open up Form Controls. This will let us make those little inserts. But before we start inserting things, we also want to pull up Form Design. We could remove all the other items we don't need in our document editing, but we'll just focus on these. So first, let's display that grid. If you can see, there's little dots here. We'll zoom in so that you can kind of see them a little more clearly. They're just there barely enough so that we can kind of see what's happening. And then we're going to go ahead and click Snap to Grid. So first, we want to do a checkbox to replace this checkbox. So I will go ahead. I'm going to erase him. And I'll put this one right here. I'll grab him and put him to the side. There we go. There he is. Perfect. And we'll do that for the other ones. Give myself a space so I can paste them in. Perfect. So we're adding in our checkboxes. Feels a little tedious, but it's going to make it so much easier for whoever I send this document to have exactly what they need. Now, I want the name and the signature to be fillable, and maybe even this other here should be fillable. So what do? I want to do first, do a label. We'll put our label here. Actually, we'll go ahead and clear this out because we know what those are going to be, and that'll make it easier for us to fill in our label. So put our label in, and we double click it. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and name it. So we're going to put name, and we'll label everything, leave it as that. So we'll close that. Nope. Didn't save. All right. This will be it then. Name, and then name works out. And then we go ahead and there we go. As you can see, now it's saved. So there's our label. We'll go ahead and put the other label down. So let's go ahead and do that. This one, if you remember, was signature. And signature. Yep, they match. Perfect. So now where's the input part? So we'll go here. We put our input part. There we go. Perfectly aligned. And we'll name this one name text box. And then we'll actually hit this little 3 dot, and this will let us match our input field to the label field that we've made. So this one is for my name. I want it to know that this is going to be name. So we go ahead and we close that. and make sure that I have the text box field. There we go. And we'll adjust that in just a second. Let's make sure we link them together. So signature, text box. And here we go ahead and we select signature. Perfect. We'll close that. Now let's make this a little bit smaller. Perfect. So now they're matching. We'll go ahead and make him a little bit bigger. Perfect. Being a little finicky. Up. And when you're finicky, you do slightly change things. There we go. Perfect. So he's there. And we can also do it for these guys here. But let's go ahead and save and see what this looks like as our PDF to show that these actually are working. So we should be having these checkboxes that are checkable, this input field that'll let me have a signature. We'll go ahead and export that. And there we go. And I'll put fillable fields here so that I know which one is which, because we already did a PDF. There's my PDF. So we'll go ahead and we have it, and I can see that these are slightly not the right size, so I'll fix that. But let's see. Oh my God, I can put my name in there. Perfect. So these are fillable. And then am I paying check, cash? I could either do one or the other. Everything is clickable for me. So I can go down and go back into this finished document. I'll go ahead and leave this. And I can edit these, make them match up as I need them to, add a fillable here and here. But this is the way that we can use Mambo Merge even in its freestyle. We can even use this fillable fields for our full speed edition Mambo Merge PDFs that we generate. It'll let us do that. So what we can do is use all these other softwares to help us get exactly what we need for our different use cases. But let's go ahead and go back and see Mambo Merge in our org. So this is what your free style edition will look like. Again, these different documents, editing softwares help us make our templates and can also help us use Mambo Merge as we need it in cases of our particular needs. So I'm going to go ahead and return it back to Jesse. If anybody has any questions about Mambo Merge or the process that we did with the fillable fields.
Thank you for that walkthrough there, Cynthia. So this is really cool to figure out that Mambo Merge is not limited. Just because you can't do everything, you can actually combine it with other apps and software out there to actually get, a finished result, which is a solution for customers. So obviously, people will know that because we have different tiers, just like any other software, you can always combine them to get an end result. And like Cynthia said, with that, we'll open up the floor here to kind of get some questions thrown her way to kind of see if we can help figure out how we can help, especially using this, the Freestyle Edition. Okay, we have a question. Chris, go ahead.
I think this is probably either more of a Salesforce question or maybe not a freestyle question. But since we're generating like the fillable PDF, is there a way for me to have it so that I click the button, it generates the PDF, it sends it to the person who's on this record, and then they can send it back and it updates on the record? I feel like that's a very complicated thing and probably outside of the scope of Mambo Merge.
So with the fillable fields, Mambo Merge is not currently able to do that. What you can do is we can do the process that I showed where we generate our document, we take the finished document, add in those fillable fields, and then we could use a Salesforce setup to send the final document out. And yeah, that would be a more complex setup of your Salesforce to get it to work.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I did have a question there, Cynthia. Is this something that may be considered to integrate into Mambo Merge? I feel this use case provides some benefits for those users that either a nonprofit or a small business that only generates a handful of documents, so they don't have to do this on an ongoing basis. Generating a few documents on a given time frame, even if some per day, this solution can yield at least, maybe not the most optimum, but actually yields great results, especially when our freestyle edition covers all the benefits of extracting all the information they will need from their org. Could this be something that may be considered to add to Mambo Merge?
Now, with your question, you're asking about the fillable fields?
Yes, having the
Yeah.
ability to create fillable fields and checkboxes within Mambo Merge once it generates a document.
Yes. So this is something that would be on our roadmap. Not an upcoming feature at all, but it is something that we could build into Mambo Merge and we'll be looking into to make it much more easier for our users to not have to go through such a task to get it.
Awesome. With that being said, then, any more questions from anyone in the group here? Okay. Well, if you do think of questions 10 minutes after this call, as it happens, there is a form that we have available, so feel free to use that. If not, then go ahead and either reach out to our support team or reach out to our sales team at sales@mambomerch.com, support@mambomerch.com, and we'll be happy to answer any questions of this webinar. Our next webinar is scheduled for sometime in April, usually around the same time, so about 4 weeks. So feel free to follow us on social media or email us to add you to the next list there. We do thank you, Cynthia, for running us through this and answering questions. We do thank you, folks, for asking questions, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.